have a little tune for today. If anyone feels like playing percussion, no pressure. Just reminding you that that's a potential thing. And it's a little bit of a reggae thing, so it's kind of fun. 2, 3, 4. If you ever find yourself lost in the middle of the sea, I'll sail the world to find you. And if you ever find yourself lost in the dark and you can't see, I'll be the light to guide you. We'll find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. If you're tossing and you're turning and you just can't fall asleep, I'll sing a song beside you. And if you ever forget how much you really mean to me, every day I will remind you. We'll find out what we're made of when we are called to help our friends in need. You can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, yeah, yeah. You'll always have my shoulder when you cry. Ooh. You'll never let go, never say goodbye. I know you can count on me like 1, 2, 3, and I'll be there. And I know when I need it, I can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do, oh yeah. Ooh, ooh, ooh. You can count on me 'cause I can count on you. There we go. Thank you.
Stretch that range. The things you do for yourself are gone when you are gone, but the things you do for others remain and become your legacy. That quote is from the words of Kalu Kalu, a Nigerian politician and author. As we look at gratitude these weeks before Thanksgiving, don't rush the season, the weeks before Thanksgiving, today we're turning to Thanksgiving for being able to serve. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention that having Veterans Day just passed us, serving is certainly a part of our national ways. And service is an important part of life, and I might add of being a person of faith. It's reaching out beyond yourself, taking in the concerns of others. It's caring about another person, whether you know them or not. Service can take many forms. It can be immediate and with someone close by, or it can be long range and for someone unknown to you. We serve because it expands our horizons. Service teaches us. It teaches us about others, and maybe more importantly, about ourselves. To illustrate the value of service, I want to tell you a little teaching tale that's probably apocryphal, but still has some valuable insights. The tale is about a monastery down on its luck, shrinking in terms of numbers and of spirit. Its leader is, of course, an abbot who is frustrated and burned out and has had it up to here with his brother monks. One day, the story goes, he takes a break and goes over to the nearby Jewish temple to visit with his good friend, the rabbi. The moment the rabbi finished pouring the tea, the abbot begins pouring out his frustrations and fears about what's going on at the monastery. The rabbi hands him a tissue, comforts him with a hand on the shoulder, and then, after some silence, found himself moved to say, "There's something I've been meaning to tell you. In the community I lead, in our temple, we have long known something about your monastery, and now it's time that you know that the Messiah is one of you." At first, the abbot thought the rabbi was joking, but there was no smirk on the rabbi's face, and there was no mischievousness in his eyes. Seeing this, the abbot, wiping away his tears, started to laugh. "The Messiah is one of us? Listen, I know a thing or two about Jewish theology. The Messiah is supposed to be a hero who restores justice and peace to the world. And let me tell you, I know my fellow monks, and none are hero material." Despite all these objections, the rabbi held firm. "The Messiah is one of you. I don't care how unlikely it seems, believe it." Now, the abbot had never experienced the rabbi to be given to exaggeration or irrationality. He came away from the temple that day feeling amazement. A burden had been lifted. Maybe the rabbi really is one of us, he thought. Entering the monastery, familiar sights and sounds were changed with new possibility. Walking down the halls, walking through the courtyard, he would pass by a monk and wonder if he was the one, the Messiah who would restore justice and peace to the world. Every different monk he saw brought the same question to his mind. Is he the one? Soon enough, the blame he felt towards every one of them fell away, and what was left was anticipation, openness, respect. It didn't go unnoticed. One of the brothers came to him and said, "Sir, what has happened to you? You are so different." It took a bit of coaxing, but the abbot eventually explained what had happened. The revelation was stunning. The brother monk caught the Messiah is one of you vision. And soon enough, it spread throughout the monastery until every monk was wondering about every other monk. Could he be the one? Is he the one? The good news simply could not be contained. The Messiah is one of us. Soon enough, the entire community glowed with kindness and grace. The prayer life there grew profound and deep. The worship services vibrated with an energy they had never known before. Like a magnet, it drew villagers from the surrounding town to the monastery. They felt the amazing spirit of the place, and they wanted to be a part of that. In fact, requests to join the monastery rose to a number the abbot had not ever seen before, and he rejoiced. Things had come full circle. From despair towards a community that felt like it was dying, to joy at how it had turned right around and discovered abundant new life. All because it believed and lived a profound vision that the Messiah is one of us. Now, the monks in this story learned to serve, to see beyond themselves and treat each other with dignity and worth. The effect of this tale is to prompt each of us to look for the best in other people and to treat them with respect. When we serve, be it in a homeless shelter providing a meal, or creating blessing bags to give away, or even volunteering right here at our spiritual center, we are giving of ourselves. It's not just money, though that is important too. Right, Randy? It's giving of our time and of our abilities. We are useful in the world, to the world. We serve because it's the right thing to do. In the beginning of the story, I told the abbot and his fellow monks were not about service. They cared about themselves and did not respect their fellow brothers. But in seeking to find the Messiah among them, the one who brings justice and peace in the rabbi's Jewish context, they find that service to others makes them closer to being the Messiah themselves. Service, it should go without saying, makes us better people. More kind, more forgiving, more joyful, more loving. But that's not the aim of the service, though. It's not about us. It's about the other, a person in need, a person with a problem, another human being who is hard up, another person, in short, who is that Messiah. Because we all carry that divine flame I spoke about earlier when I lit the candle. If we truly believe that each person carries the divine within them, then service to others should be a natural, free-flowing response. Is that when the Messiah? All service that we do is serving creation and the divine. Each act of serving, big or small, it doesn't matter, is an act that affects the world and our God. South African Archbishop Desmond Tutu said it best, quote, "We think of ourselves far too frequently as just individuals separated from one another, whereas we are connected, and what you do affects the whole world. When you do well, it spreads out. It is for the whole of humanity." So I urge you to serve with gratitude and thanksgiving that you can do so. Be grateful that you are in a position to serve and affect the lives of others and of creation, and each of us has that opportunity available to us. Treat each person as if they were the Messiah in your midst. Go forth into a world that needs service and will appreciate any act that you do that helps others. And so it is. Amen. So we turn to our time of meditation. I invite you to relax. Settle into your chair or wherever you are sitting. I invite you to close your eyes if you are comfortable doing so. Take a few deep breaths and let them out easily and slowly. Begin to relax your body, starting with your feet. Completely relax your feet and your ankles. Move up to your calves and your knees and relax them. Now let your thighs and your hips relax. Remove any tension you might be carrying in your abdomen. Now move to your hands and feel them fall limp as your relaxation progresses beyond your hands, up your wrists and your elbows. Relax your chest and feel your heart beating. Spend some time loosening your shoulders and neck. Finally, relax your face muscles, your chin, your cheeks, your forehead, and finally your scalp. Take a few more deep breaths in this relaxed state. Now, as you've relaxed, imagine yourself sitting in a room. You're in the middle of the room, and there's nothing in the room but you and the chair you're on. The room feels comfortable and pleasant. It is warm and bright. You feel relaxed here. Some time passes and you realize that you are not alone and another person has entered the room. There is no danger or risk with their presence. You continue to feel relaxed and comfortable. You realize this person has a need, though. This person is lacking something you can give them. You realize that you have a gift to give them, a present that they can open. You stand to be with them and give them the gift. They open the gift, which helps them in their need. What is the gift you gave them? How will it help them? Talk to this person. Find out how else you can help them. What do you have that they can use? How does helping them help you? How do you feel having served them? What emotions are in you in your service to this person? They need to depart, so you hug goodbye, knowing that you may be called on to help them again. You don't care, though. You realize you have plenty to give with which to serve. You sit back down on your chair and reflect on this experience for a bit. Now begin to return to wherever you are. Move around a little and bring your body back to present awareness. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, open your eyes and take in your surroundings. Welcome yourself back to where you are. Amen.
Thank you, Gerry. That was beautiful. I think with the people in this room, you were literally preaching to the choir on that one. And it's a privilege to serve as platform assistant. Y'all should try it. It's great. Also, about the divine spark and the message that you gave, there's a painting up here, and it's not without a little, the image is not without a little bit of controversy. However, the message is incredible, and it reads, "You are enough to save the world. Your imperfect hands are perfect for this job." So here at Unity Spiritual Center, we are an ocean of love. At Unity Spiritual Center, we have an inspiring vision, an exciting mission, and compelling values by which we strive to live. Please join me in saying them aloud. Our vision is, centered in God, we co-create a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. Our mission is, we are a creative, joy-filled spiritual community and dedicated to healing, inspiring, and transforming the lives of all people through prayer, education, and love. And our values are, we are spirit-led, generous with resources, inclusive, joyously creative, and guided by integrity. And in this space, feeling so inspired by our vision, and I will repeat, we are generous with resources, in feeling so enriched by what we've experienced here today, let us take time now to be a channel for enrichment through our generous tithes and love offerings. As Michael shares the next beautiful song, please take that time to write out a check to USC, or if you're on Zoom, to make a donation online. If you are here in the sanctuary, the ushers will come by to take your offering. And practicing the principle of tithing ourselves, as a spiritual community, we are pleased to tithe 10% of the offering collected every Sunday to various Unity organizations and local nonprofits serving our city. Let us now take a moment to bless our tithes and love offerings as we cup them in our hands or next to our hearts. Let us say our offering blessing. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you to play percussion, but I do need you to sing. We've done this song before, and I think I've demonstrated that I can't possibly sing both parts at the same time. So I need you guys to sing, "With these hands." I need that. Can we just try that? With these hands. Let's try it again. With these hands. And it works like this. Here's the slow version. Ready? With these hands, the work of God will be done. With these hands, we shall create. With these hands, the work of God has begun. With these hands. That's the slow version now. Are you ready? Are you ready? Here we go. With these hands, the work of God will be done. We shall create. The work of God has begun. We lift the weight. With these mountains can be moved. A home is made. A baby's cry is soothed. The words are prayed, you're done. And everything begins with these hands. When the doors are opened and one person passes through, the beginnings of a larger group with many things to do. As the seats are filling up and one becomes a few, the list of things that must be done are divided into two. With these hands, the work of God will be done. We shall create. The work of God has begun. We lift the weight. Mountains can be moved. A home is made. A baby's cry is soothed. The words are prayed. And everything begins with these hands. All the jobs upon the list are marked off one by one. Everyone has a task to sign, and it shall all be done. Laughter starts to fill the air as our races run. Many hands make lighter work, and then so much more fun. With these hands, the work of God will be done. We shall create. With these hands, the work of God has begun. We lift the weight. Mountains can be moved. A home is made. A baby's cry is soothed. We were to prayed, and everything begins with these hands. Excellent. Thank you for singing.